interesting story here for you, an Indian legend of about grandfather thunder, and this is how the Penobscot Indians believed uh, thunder came about. And I hope that you'll enjoy it. And let's hop right into it. Oh, by the way, this is actually from an account that was published in 1897, and it is in a book called "In Indian Tents." So let's get on to it. During the summer of 1892 at York Harbor, Maine, I was in daily communication with a party of Penobscot Indians from Old Town, among whom were an old man and woman from whom I've got many curious legends. Um, the day after a terrible thunderstorm, I asked the old woman how they had weathered in their tents. She looked searchingly at me and said it was good. After a moment, she added, "You know, the thunder is our grandfather." And I answered that I did not know it, and was startled when she continued on. "Yes, when we hear the first roll of thunder, especially the first thunder in the spring, we always go out into the open air, build a fire, put a little tobacco on it, and give grandfather a smoke. Ever since I can remember, my father and my grandfather did this, and I shall also do this as long as I live. I'll tell you the story, though, of it and why we do so." She continued, "Long time ago, there were two Indian families living in a very lonely place. This was before there were any white people in the land, and they lived far, far apart. Each family had a daughter, and these girls were great friends. And one sultry afternoon in the late spring, one of them told her mother that she wanted to go to see her friend. The mother said, 'No, it is not right for you to go alone, such a handsome girl as you. You must wait till your father or your brother are here to go with you.' But the girl insisted, and at last her mother yielded and let her go. She had not gone far when she met a tall and very handsome young man who spoke to her. And he joined her, and his words were so sweet that she noticed nothing and knew not which way she went, until at last she looked up and found herself in a strange place where she had never been before. And in front of her was a great hole in the face of a rock, and the young man told her that this was his home and invited her to enter. She refused, but he urged until she said that if he would go first, she would follow after him. He entered, but when she looked after him, she saw that he was changed to a fearful will. This is going to be hard to pronounce. We will we will mick, or a loathly worm. She shrieked and turned and ran away, but at that instant a loud clap of thunder was heard, and she knew no more until she opened her eyes in a vast room where sat an old man watching her. When he saw that she had awakened, he said, "I am your grandfather, Thunder, and I have saved you." Leading her to the door, he showed her the wee Wilmequa dead as a log and chopped into small bits like kindling wood. And the old man had three sons. One was named Morrison, and he is the baby, and is very fierce and very. It is he who slays men and beasts and destroys property. And the other two are kind and gentle. Cool. They cool the hot air, revive the parched fields and the crops, and destroy only that which is harmful to the earth. Now, when you hear low, distant mutterings, that is the old man. He told the girls that as often as spring returns, she must think of him and show. She must think of him and show that she is grateful by giving him a little smoke. He then took a leave of her and sent her home, where her family had mourned her as one dead. Since then, no Indian has ever feared thunder. And I said, "But how about the lightning?" "Oh," said the old woman, "lightning is grandfather's wife." Late that summer at Jackson in the White Mountains, I met Lewis Mitchell for many years of Indian memories of the Maine legislature and Passamaquoddy, and also asked him about this story. He said it was perfectly true, although the custom was now falling into disuse. Only the old people kept it up. Now the tobacco is cast upon the fire in a ring and draws the electricity, which plays above it in a beautiful blue circle of flickering flames. He added that it is a well-known fact that no Indian and no Indian property were ever injured by lightning. End quote. I don't know if that's true or not, but It'd be something to look into. Anyways, I thought it was an interesting story of how lightning came to the Penobscot Indians of Old Town, uh, Maine. Well, I hope you have a great afternoon. God bless each and every one of you. I love you, and hope to see you again real soon, God willing.